Beautiful Monday. And yes, we want to talk about the Nigerian political system and the rancor. Over the weekend, we can see that the richest man in Africa is crying out. He's crying for help. Simply shows you that even the rich cry. Mr. Christian, it seems we are in a state of being captured by this president Tinubu.
Already captured already.
Because the rich are even crying.
No, it's Dangote that is crying.
Dangote is the richest man.
Lagos Tinubu boys are not crying. Tinubu boys are part of the rich. They're not crying. It's Dangote that is crying. That refinery that is in Lekki area. Tinubu wants a share in that refinery, and the guy is proving stubborn.
So they said that we used to have 20%, but Tinubu demanded for 13%, and I think that is the issue now.
Well, that is a bogus allegation. Most allegations in Nigeria they are not confirmed, but you may see that the allegation is more truthful than what is reported. Those things that are hidden. Last time we heard about Dangote, he said that Nigeria has 7% stake in Dangote refinery, but 2 years ago there was a report that we have 20% stake. So 7 minus 20 is 13. What is happening to the 13% stake? So in journalism, you are allowed to speculate. Probably the powers that be wants that 13% share. That's why you see the frustration. Biggest refinery in Africa, we have enough crude oil, one of the biggest exporters in the world. We cannot supply our own local refinery. There's a politics that's been played. These guys came, that NNPC official, no, that oil official, he said Dangote's petrol AGO is substandard. But when they did a research, some engineers did a research, they went to different filling stations. It's a reported news. They had to put side by side and saw that Dangote is better than some of these Dangote fuel is better than some of these total. I don't mention names. They did that research. That shows that there's a politics to take over Dangote. And because I'm a Southwesterner, there are some things I don't want to say. You understand? Me, I'm a politician also. I don't want to say it. But it's unfortunate that Dangote builds that refinery in Lagos. Because Lagos swallows everything that gets in it. Eko oni baje. Egbewa. Tiwa no ni. When you invest in Lagos and you call it a federal project, at the end of the day, it goes to becoming the people there, the politicians there own it at the end of the day. Look at the Third Mainland Bridge. You are hearing new Third Mainland Bridge. Renaming it New Third Mainland Bridge. So the powers that be, my issue with them is that they are not allowing this in spread amongst the Southwesterners, the Southwest states. The money they are making in Lagos is not spreading. Few politicians are coming together to take these monies and do whatever they are doing with it. That is the Lagos boys. The way they captured Lagos, the same way they are capturing Nigeria. There's already a capture, but they want to have a total capture of Nigeria. And funny enough, Yorubas can play politics. They will use the North to capture Nigeria to their own benefit.
So you are saying now that the Farouk guy was sent by Tinubu, or because we know Tinubu is the petroleum minister, if I'm not mistaken.
Of course, he's sent by
and ever since Dangote has been crying, Tinubu has been mute. So I mean, can we say that the hand of Jacob in this matter is Tinubu?
If you are the petroleum minister, anything they are going to sign, you must go to Tinubu's table, even as a president. So it is linked to Tinubu. Whatever they are doing, they cannot do things of their own unless they will be sacked. Tinubu has power to sack and remove anybody.
Yeah.
Around that. So whatever they are going to do, they are going to first report to him. He's going to look at it. Then he approve it. Whatever they are doing is under the approval of the federal government. So Tinubu has a hand in whatever that is happening in Nigeria today. That one is a normal thing. Everybody knows that one. But it's unfortunate that Nigerians are getting more weaker. The people are getting more weaker and weaker and weaker by the day. The terrorists, the political terrorists are getting stronger and stronger than ever before. It's unfortunate. And I pity Dangote, and I don't pity him because he's part of the establishment. He's fighting for his personal interest. He's a private individual, so why should I cry for him? I'm going to be happy if he joins the protest. Let him join the protest so that the protest can have head. He should go and collect t-shirts from Dawodu. I think he's sharing t-shirts.
Who's Dawodu?
He's sharing
One of
t-shirts.
the guys sharing t-shirt in Kano State has been arrested by DSS.
And yeah, they have released him.
Have they released him? Did that happen this morning?
Minus that one, he has money. He should print t-shirts and join the protest. End bad governance in Nigeria.
And you don't think that will bring an end to his empire, his business empire?
He said that he's going to sell it to NNPC now. You didn't hear what Dangote said.
I thought he was just throwing jabs.
And he's a capitalist, man. He's just trying to be emotional, trying to play on it. They know themselves. It's their fight. Dangote is no different from Tinubu. Since independence, or since democracy, the same thing Tinubu did. That's what that Dangote did. Just that it is Tinubu's turn. You understand?
Yeah.
So we should not. When it happened to Landmark in quote and Igbo man, Nigeria did not fight for him. It was only a section of the country that was like speaking up. Why are we now fighting for Dangote? It's his private business. That is not Nigeria's refinery. Nigeria just have, even NPC is a private enterprise.
But we deserve to fight for Dangote refinery because we have a stake.
He's the only person in Nigeria.
No, we have a stake in it. We have a stake in that refinery.
Is he going to sell our stake?
Are we not supposed to make profit from our
The
stake?
government is operating on behalf of Nigerians. So what Tinubu is doing on behalf of Nigerians in a way. So Tinubu will not be there. Then even though we have 20% stake, how are we fighting for? What is the issue? Dangote, Forex, he made money from Forex. He didn't have that $25 billion to erect that refinery. It was the same government that the government of Buhari that supported him in getting that refinery.
But Dangote has come out to debunk that. He said the federal government never gave him any form of incentives.
So when the federal government said they gave him, is his own we listen to. We'll now listen to Dangote. Federal government said they gave him. Emefiele, one of the investigation, he gave him money, tax holiday, whether it's forex holiday. Some people buying dollar for 800, he will buy dollar for 400. You understand? That is his Dangote. So they supported him. So whatever he's going through is his problem. Because when Landmark had his issue, nobody supported him. They said, yes, it's good. There was a lane, original lane, because of they wanted to remove Landmark. They had to put it the other way so that you can cross and remove Landmark. They redirected the road so that you can remove Landmark. And Nigeria does not speak for the Landmark guy. Probably the sentiment there is because he's an Igbo man. So why is it Dangote? Dangote, we have been saying that he's the problem of Nigeria. On that way, I'm not going to pity him, but I want his influence to join protest. Let everybody protest. Let the rich protest. It will get sense. If it's only the hungry, a big power people that they are going to protest, you know, go reach 3 days. The ordinary masses now are the ones protesting. When we don't have religious leaders supporting the protest, when we don't have the average class supporting the protest, when we don't have some politicians supporting that protest, the upper class is not going to have sense. It's not going to have sense. But I don't pity for Dangote. Whatever happens, let the two elephant fights. Make Nigeria scatter. When we go regionalism, but that is going to help the masses. At this point, government is not going to get to the Nigerians with what these people are doing there. They are for their interests and their family and friends. And however, national cake will not be enough for everybody. This national cake, if they, the way as greedy as people, if they appoint almost everybody, it will not be enough for them. So we need a government that is people oriented, a government, a selfless government, and we are going to get that government in regionalism, or we have states restructuring, or we have balkanization of Nigeria.
Okay, finally, before I let you go, Bayo Onanuga has called for the arrest of Peter Obi. That he is the mastermind behind the protest, and if anything gets destroyed in Yoruba land, Obi, who is a bitter loser, should be held responsible.
I hope it's not Tinubu that's sending that message. Or he's just speaking out of it.
I only know he's speaking. I know he's speaking. He's working with Tinubu.
And essay. I hope Tinubu is not the one that sent him that message.
Well, I am tempted to believe it's Tinubu.
They are just stirring the water. That is smoke screen threat. They are not going to arrest Toby. Nigerians don't have mind. If the government knows what they are doing, if the government wants to do what Nigeria have mind, they should arrest P2B and let Nnamdi Kanu die in detention.
You think anything will happen?
No, when they killed Abiola, people just and nothing happened. You understand? But the result of Abiola is what we're having now. Yorubas had to sit down. They were now more than ever determined to take power. After the death of Abiola, Yorubas were more determined to take over power. They had to form this year, Tinubu and Co. Nadeko. Now they have captured the power. Kill Nnamdi Kanu. If nothing happens then, there will be a formidable force that will be more concentrated on, okay, we must leave this Nigeria, whether it is this year, next year, or next 2 years. P2B is now, you know, that you now make the obedient movement more formidable. When you arrest P2B, they will now come together. You bring them together. They will now form a political party. Now the activism will now be hot. You'll be surprised that by 2007, people will now volunteer themselves to go from all this we are doing online. We are just playing. The real activism is house to house, street to street. Tell people this is what this government is doing that is not good. When they arrest P2B, that's when obedient men will come together. So they will not try. They know they will not do it. That guy is just trying to get. I don't know whether he's getting attention or it's because he's old, or he wants to be known, or he wants to be heard. That's on Anuga.
You know, there's a superstition. I don't know if you believe in superstition.
I believe in
Whereby they said, is it Tafawa Balewa, or if I'm not mistaken, that said that Igbos will never become the president in Nigeria. When he was actually brutally murdered. No, I think it was Tafawa Balewa or one of their northern leaders that he caused the Igbos. Could this be the cause that is disturbing Peter Obi's chances of becoming the president? Because I mean, Peter Obi has all the characteristics, the criteria. In fact, he has the people's love. But surprisingly, he lost, and right now his reputation is even going down. Because as it stands now, Peter Obi is not speaking. He's afraid. Doesn't want to get arrested. You see that the cause is working.
Who is Jonathan?
Jonathan they said people said Jonathan is not an Igbo man.
Oh, he's not an Igbo man.
No, this is why you are here complaining. They say he's not from the southeast.
I understand. We have the old southeast region. Was Bayelsa not part of the old southeast region? The regional government was Bayelsa not part of old southeast region? That I believe in superstition, but that superstition is inconsequential. Normally, the Igbo man has his challenges, his problems. I might not say some things here, but the Igbo man has their challenges. They are not the ruling type. They are the administrative that administrate. Like they are like when you look at an army, they are the ones that go into the field and do the exploits. Some people can be the commanders. But for a P2B, for what he said, Tafawa Balewa said, is not the one that is affecting P2B. No, that's if you want to say like that, superstition, then Ebele Jonathan is an Igbo man that became president.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful submission. I have here with me Mr. David. Mr. David is an angry Nigerian who is hungry and who is ready to go out there and start the protest. But Mr. David, I hope you are not scared, because people who are hungry like you are getting arrested already by DSS in Kano State, to be precise.
The truth of the matter is that no amount of intimidation can put an end to this agitation, because it's our right and it's our civic right for us to come out and say and demand from the government for good governance. It's not a crime. The government should not look as if for Nigerians to come out. The mandate we gave to them in return will be used against us. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. We are in a civilized world. We are in 21st century, whereby people should be given right to air their views. Now, arresting people, protesters will not solve the issue. But the issue on ground is that put an end to maladministration in your government. There's hunger in the land. Every Nigerians are lamenting. Every Nigerians you see, I just hoping that God intervene. But the truth of the matter is that God cannot intervene. We need to come out and tell the government enough is enough. We must come out and tell them enough is enough, because we gave you the mandate. You said it's your turn. We gave you the mandate. Now, when the mandate was given to you, you not tell us you are coming out to what? Oppressors. If you have told us you are coming out to Dagos, nobody in his licenses will come out there and then vote for you. It doesn't work that way. So coming out, if Bayonga likes, let him cry foul that P2B is not the issue on ground. The issue on ground is that how to make food available to every Nigerians, how to make Nigerians live at least an average life, not that comfortable. The country has not been too bad. Whereby you cannot afford to buy a bag of rice, and then see people are saying we should keep quiet. How do you expect me to keep quiet when when 10 naira now, sorry, when 10,000 naira now is not the new 10 naira in town? Go to the market. You cannot purchase anything with 10,000 naira. Foodstuffs that will take you for what? For what? Even a week. It doesn't work that way. So the president should at least this time look about the economic downtown downgrading of the country, and then that is where his energy should be focused on. Not, he should not focus on the protesters. See, nobody has monopoly of rascality. The DSS has now become a tool in the hands of the ruling class to oppress the masses, and then they are supposed to defend the masses. Government cannot just wake up one morning and then just start picking up people who are expressing their own rights against the country. It doesn't work that way. We are not in the jungle. Nigeria is not a banana republic. Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2012, he came out and spoke against the bad government of Jonathan. He spoke. So for us to come out and speak, it will work that way now. For him to tell us not to come and speak, my brother, it will not work that way. We must speak. You must speak. I must speak. Every Nigerian must speak. We gave him our mandate to go to Abuja and represent us. This is all about some persons are saying Yoruba, Igbos are planning. Nobody is bringing. I don't hate Yoruba. I've lived all my life here. I've lived all my life in Lagos. I was born and bred in Lagos. Most of the people I transact business with are even the Yoruba men. My two sisters got married to Yoruba men. The Yorubas are very accommodative. So let them not attach Yoruba and Tinubu. Tinubu is an individual. So the Yoruba race is bigger than Tinubu. So people dragging this protest into that, see, you hate Yoruba, don't drag our apostles into what a tribe. This man, Calabar man, the Senate president, is from Akwa Ibom State. He is an enemy of the state. So every politician, any politicians that fail to deliver dividends of democracy is an enemy of the state, irrespective of the tribe and the region. Yesterday, I flared up because I am surprised. A friend of mine who is a graduate, he works with a real estate firm, was telling me that he will not allow seats and they allow the Igbos destroy the Lagos their forefathers have built. Imagine what the government, imagine what the propaganda by or have shown to him. If a graduate should have such mindsets, a graduate, he works in a real estate firm, a graduate. Imagine those who are what? Illiterate. Sorry, imagine those who are what? Illiterate. You see what they've shown to people? APC of today that we know has always been on propaganda. It doesn't work that way. You are in a state whereby freedom. I am not coming out to say that protests should be violence. I am not in support of violence. I am against violence. But the peaceful protest is welcome in Nigeria, and nobody, I repeat, nobody except our law, except a competent court of law can say protest in Nigeria is null and void. The president does not have the executive power to say protest is null and void. But he came on board via protest and then propaganda. So you cannot you cannot come now and then discard it. It doesn't work that way.
Thank you very much for that wonderful submission. Mr. Raf, Mr. Raf, thank you very much for joining us. We have Mr. Raf here with us. Mr. Raf, welcome.
Yeah, my brother.
Yes, it is said that the Nigerian country is under the process of being captured.
Yes.
And one of those people that must be captured is Dangote. Because his refinery cannot be allowed to work. The cabals are everywhere.
The refinery now.
The cabals are everywhere, and they want to capture it.
It has been captured.
Are you telling me Nigeria is captured now by Tinubu?
By the Inferno itself. The recent Inferno has indicated that something has gone wrong within that refinery. The administration or the management of the refinery should come out and tell the whole world, not only Nigeria, what transpired at the back door that orchestrated the Inferno that engulfed the company either last week or 2 weeks ago, getting to 2 weeks now. So what we find out is that some persons are there to sabotage Dangote refinery, and the sabotage, I think, is succeeding. They are going somewhere. They are getting somewhere. Because for a big consortium like that, I call it a consortium because I believe it's not only Dangote that is managing it. There are other factors that might join, signage or forces to manage Dangote or a refinery. So that's why I use the word consortium. It's not only him. So what I'm trying to say is that some persons are sabotaging the refinery, and the saboteurs are like a worm that has been eating the vegetable that lives within the vegetable. So what I'm trying to say is that the government of the day has put eyes there. Say it's a common language in Nigeria. Say somebody don't put eye. So the eyes of the government is on that, in that refinery. That's why it is not moving forward. It's not going backward. It's stopped. Dangote refinery is what? Stopped in the middle. Going front for where? Retreating for where? Going this way for where? Going this way for where? Dangote oil refinery is in trouble. Again, Dangote group of companies having one sickness that is bothering people like us. Why? Why is it that it's only Dangote is a monopoly endorsed by Nigeria to trade, to manufacture certain goods? Only Dangote. Ibeto cement today, where is it? Ibeto cement was what? Banned by Obasanjo. And the monopoly given to Dangote. Dangote is their Dangote. Dangote is government Dangote. Dangote is federal government Dangote. Today, Dangote refinery is parked in the middle. Going front for where? Backward. See, let me tell you, it's not going to work. Do you know why? The reason why Nigeria economy is like this today, Dangote contributed to it. What is the need of giving one man only in a country of almost 300 million people the monopoly to sell cement, to manufacture cement, this monopoly to manufacture indomie, to manufacture sugar, the monopoly to manufacture salt, to manufacture danusa, juice, the monopoly to manufacture all manner of things. There are many things. If you want to manufacture it, they will tell you, say no, it's only Dangote. What are you talking about? And they think that Dangote will move forward. What goes around turns around. This life you see is like the earth. That's why God creates the earth. It's round. If you start here, you will stay, come where you start. I don't know what you understand. So Dangote, what is receiving now is what he has given out. It's a lot of karma. It's a nemesis. So Dangote refinery is not working. They know the reason why. Dangote knows. Federal government knows. Mr. President knows. So it is their trouble. Have you not seen the opening, commissioning of Dangote refinery? How many Mboeke did you see there? How many Agbabeaka did you see there? It was the highs.
Politician.
It was the elites.
Indeed.
It was the political profiteers. The like of the Tinubus, the articles. Didn't you see Adenugas? Haven't you seen final bars at others? So they know their problem themselves. Dangote hijack production of many domestic goods in Nigeria. When you talk about, I don't want to name, I don't want to name them here because I know that St. Louis as sugar was very, very cheaper before in Nigeria. Today, St. Louis has skyrocketed the best sugar, quality of sugar. But who sabotaged St. Louis? Dangote came with industrial sugar. So that Nigeria will like, we are now tying sugar in a nylon, cellophane. You tie sugar, 200 naira. You tie sugar, 100 naira. Tying sugar, tying. I don't know what I understand. Sugar that is in cube before. St. Louis is a cube. I don't know what I understand. Okay, because of the kind of damages sugar Dangote has done in Nigeria economy, St. Louis is now 5,000 naira. When I bought St. Louis, I did not buy it up to 300 naira. When I bought it last, 2014. But today, St. Louis is cost 5,000, depending on where you when you go to buy it, to get it. So he that sabotaged Nigerian economy, if his own consortium or company is sabotaged, he should have no cause to be angered. Yeah, he should endure.
And Mr. Raf, you know, before Tinubu came on board, it was all over the place that Nigeria had 20% stake in Dangote refinery. But now it seems that has dropped to 7%. And there are allegations that the 13% is what the conflict is all about, that Tinubu wants 13%.
Out of the entire percentage. And that's it now. That's why I told you Dangote is their Dangote. And when Tinubu has bought over 13%, it's good for him. So that he will at least have a production company where he's sinking his money. Tinubu, all these many years after ruling Lagos State, Tinubu has no production company in Lagos, let alone in Anambra State. What Tinubu leveraged on was on taxation, fronting all his companies to take what charge of Lagos State internal revenue generation. At the end of the day, he will be paid a certain percentage. Do you know how much that is going to Alphabeta every month? That is taking care of the internal generated revenue in Lagos State. You know how much the commission is. So now he's going there. Tinubu is getting there. He has now come out and hijack as a Jagaban. Dangote oil refinery. That's very good. Jagaban. So, Oga, we Nigerians, we are shocked that by now, Dangote refinery is not working. We've not seen Dangote refinery that everybody said, okay, this fuel that has gone high, Dangote will refine and sell his own fuel, 10 kobo. If Nigeria is selling 15 kobo, at least difference of 5 kobo, everybody will be looking for where it is cheaper. But today, nothing like that. After all this zubu, tibo, happy, goody, over Dangote's refinery, that has been at least won an award. Dangote refinery has won an award of being the largest in the world class, the biggest private, blah, blah. The whole grammar they spoke that day at Dangote refinery. The refinery is stagnated because they are all witches and wizards that are troubling Nigeria economy. All those people that all of them went to Dangote refinery that day, they are witches and wizards. They have now stagnated the company. The company is not working. Are you listening to me? Yeah. To manage a refinery, you need the whites. I'm telling you out of experience. Refinery is not black man job. Okay, the whole thing. If you follow the mechanisms that makes an absolute refinery, let me use the word again, company. Okay, the whites are very careful people. They are the one that can manage a refinery as a company. If you allow black man there, okay, black man is infested with all manners of what? Kleptomania, klepto. All manner of what? Indifference, carelessness, negligence. They can never be that careful to follow up. I know that he will get to this. Okay, refinery go abroad now white throughout. They don't allow black man. Okay, refineries that worked before in Nigeria, go there. excavers, refinery everywhere. NNPC go there. Tell me how black man were there. Black man were there as what? GMO Group Managing Director Austin Oniwo, NNPC Group Managing Director from 2010, I think, or 2011, until he was removed. That is where black head. But when you talk about the mechanisms, the nomenclatures, the structures, Oga, now white is white that manages it. Our witches and wizards no reach that level. So today now, Dangote refinery stagnated. What? Disabled. Because people that are in charge, they are blacks. They think they could do that. I was laughing when they are talking about Dangote. I went through it. I went to Google. I did my research. Okay, it is the work of white men. Okay, our engineers, they cannot. How far our engineers that can manage something like that could go is when you go to the Niger Delta, where they have this Apoka refinery by the oil bunkers owned by the navies and most of Nigerian security operatives. They will accuse those bunkers and they are Niger Delta. They will go and set it ablaze. Now lie. Those ones now what? Primitive. That's the kind of components they use. If you go do research, it wasn't. Those refinery in Apoka artificial refinery. That is what you can see there. That is what Nigeria can do or manage. The real world, let me tell you, world test refinery that will meet up with their counterparts in the world, in the USA and other countries in the West, could only be managed by the white, not black.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael, for that wonderful submission. Yes, viewers, thank you for joining us on today's program. We'll say a beautiful good day to you all. Do have a nice day.